think it's safe to say it's going to be a very, very long day. How's it going, everybody? It's PJs from PJsGoesRacing, back at it at Supercharged Entertainment NJ. Today's a bit special. Not only is it the first time I'm recording here, but I've also got a few surprises in store for you guys later. I've been around this track a bunch, so I know how the karts act, and I know what to expect, or so I thought. Let's hear that again. Oh boy. Starting session 1, I'm pretty excited. I haven't raced in a little bit, so just gonna try getting warmed up and, try pushing and getting as fast as I can. Alright, so we're starting the first official lap. We got some overtakes already done. But now it's just going to be about trying to get used to this car because it's a little squeaky, a lot of understeer. You can see I wasn't happy there, but hopefully we can just start improving things. You can see the wheel, I'm chopping at it a lot. Yeah, so this is also one of my favorite corners to get in. A lot of people overshoot it a lot, and I just love getting that. This one's a little bit harder, you can see again, not happy there. We approach our first person, and I hit the boost here, and I make a move that's not too clean, and would even probably be exceeding track limits there. I kind of went on the inside a little too hard. She comes in, kind of goes into that guy, get inside, things turn yellow, but then back to green. I don't think I overtook in the yellow. It was kind of just everyone was kind of mixed in. Two pretty poor laps, so let's put our head down. Let's get moving. And just like that, we get a 58.07. We're going to go ahead for one more hot lap, and let's try to go improve it. I end up using my boost here to get a little bit more speed going downwards. That corner was a little slidey right there, so definitely don't think it's going to be a fast lap. Plus, I see a bunch of traffic up ahead, so I don't really know if we're going to be able to get through all this. It's going to be interesting for sure. So we go on the inside, but then I see this is a little pileup right here, yep. So we don't really have anywhere to go, kind of say inside. That lap was a 58.54, so again, not fast. We're trying to follow this kart 73. They're both sliding up ahead, so I know I'm probably gonna be able to get past them if they keep going. 74 is gets inside, so I go around. That guy's still sliding up ahead, so I definitely think I'm gonna be able to catch him as long as I keep on myself and don't start sliding. I hit this corner perfectly. I catch up to him and I'm right on him at this point. This corner I know that I'm going to get a good lead on him, which I get right up next to him. He slides again, but he overslides where it causes me to kind of hit into him. This actually caused me to slide into the barrier, slowing me down a lot, and then I don't know, I didn't hit the gas fast enough, so he got a big lead here, but I'm already catching up to him. And I'm sure this corner he's going to slide into it again, so I come in nice and slow. He did pretty well, so hopefully he does it somewhere up here, which I don't think he does. Still sliding. This is where he slides big, so I get right on his inside, I hit the boost, and I get right past him, or so I thought, until I smack into the barrier. Luckily it didn't slow me down too much. My GoPro for some reason hitches right there, and I just lost that footage, but now we're back up to here. Still in the lead. And that's the end of the race. We can't really pass anyone now because it's yellow flag, so ended with the best lap being a 58.07. It's pretty good. They got it down as a 58.118. You can see that we're pretty much the highest skill, but again, we're a second head right where we want to be. Alrighty, starting session 2 here. Starting in the back, which I actually like because it gives us a bunch of overtake opportunities. Which, if we start in the front, we usually have to wait a bunch of laps to catch up to anyone. Well, here we got 4 people in front of us to start. Able to get over on one pretty fast. This person tries squeezing us in the corner. We able to get past there again. 2 people right there. Now we just have one more, and that is taken care of just like that. Now we're in front. Time to catch up to the next people. I'm at the point where I really need to start looking at other places, just because this is more of like a rental place where, you know, this is a lot of people's first time go-karting. So I've been here probably like 15 times already, so I gotta find somewhere just a little bit faster carts, a little bit, you know, like more experienced drivers, and just yeah, I'm getting faster, and it's good stuff. Able to overtake that person right there. Still going on this pretty good run. Last lap was a 101.17. Catching up to this next group here. Looking to do an overtake on both of them. I hit the boost here, able to get over one. Almost smacking this 74 because he puts on the brakes there, but luckily avoided that one. Try going on its outside. Do a nice switchback at the inside here. Able to overtake both of these, hitting a 59.92. So we're on a pretty good run here. Coming up on this guy now. I saw that he was a pretty good racer the whole time. A bit slidey. So again, as long as we keep on our lines, I feel like we can catch him. And right there is where we got the inside. He's still on our outside, I'm pretty sure. I go take a look. He's on there, so take this corner properly, except not really, except we hit the barrier right there, so not really. A few more overtakes right here. Still have this person inside. Luckily we were able to avoid them. Another person overtaking that corner way too fast. But they're still coming in, kind of pushing me out, so I'm going to have a good battle here. I have the boost as well. They pushed me into the barrier there a little bit, but it's alright. It's just racing. So I hit the boost, get inside. Should have probably waited for that a little bit further in, but do another good switch back here. I'm just kind of expecting at this point, just because I know how people drive. And there we go, we got a good thing. I'm pretty happy about it. You can see that. Me doing a little head shake right there. He's still behind us though, so I know he's coming. still hasn't caught up to us, and we actually caught up to someone else. So try and just avoid him before we get overtaken as well. Kind of bump into that, and you know, obviously it was a mistake. I get waved the no bumping sign here though, which, I mean, yeah, I guess it's fair. Hitting the boost here because I know that we're ending the race here. Probably should have hit on the down ramp right there, but should be the last lap that I'm about to take. Still wasn't great, but hey, 57.80. Faster than our best. So we were able to win that one at a 57.809, which is exactly what I calculated, so pretty good on that. Took our pro skill up to 2322, and I'm now ranked 143 out of 689,000, which is pretty cool, top 99.98%. Overall, I think that was a pretty good race. No real complaints, and drove pretty good. We won, so again, can't really complain there. Alright, we're getting started on session 3. It's going to be our last session of the day. Really just looking to have a good race here. Green flag, so we're able to overtake. This lady spins out, try getting the inside. I don't know if she doesn't see me or not, but she actually smashed me into the barrier there. It's all good though, that was a little close. Pretty good line, still chopping at the wheel though, so gotta stop doing that. I don't think I need to be, I'm just doing it as habit, kind of. This thing suddenly comes out of nowhere and it's right in my line. Go over it, I'm thinking it's just gonna mess me up the whole race, but eventually just leaves. We finally get a chance to catch up to these people. I'm contemplating the boost right now, but I don't think it's gonna be smart. 77 is actually the person who we end up fighting most of the drive with, but it's also the person who we start throwing a little bit of our elbows with as well. You see he's sliding around a bit, but he's also fast. That's something I'm noticing as well. He's fast, and he's faster than the carts around him as well. Here I try getting the inside to hit the boost, and just there's no room. Kind of a waste of a boost there. Have to hit the brakes for the person on the right. I'm hoping I don't hit that thing again, which I don't. We do a pretty nice overtake on this guy. He slides out a little bit, but I'm able to hold the inside line. I have issues with finding the inside line. I always crash it in the barrier or crash it in the person, so I gotta work on that a little bit more. This is just more of me and him battling. We don't really pass each other until this. But it's a really good battle the whole way. You can see that we're 59.79, so we're ripping it down. You know, obviously it's not the fastest, but we're also fighting each other too, so we're both trying to take position and keep that position on each other. Right there, I get a little bit of edge on him, and he looks at me and he sees that I'm coming in. But here we've run into traffic, so I get the yellow flag. I go a little bit inside and I try stopping, and I give him the thumbs up, letting him know that he's good to go ahead. And then the car comes out of nowhere and tries cutting me, and then he hits me too. So, you know, I just try holding my position, keep going. Not really thinking. Now, at this point at the start, I hit my boost, waste another boost of the race. Get pretty mad at myself, so right here is where we see like a pretty bad accident. This is actually the cart that spun out, and he came in beside me and hit me, and then he just did that, and I didn't really have time to react, so I kind of hit into him, so a little bit frustrated with him, just want to get around him. Finally get around this person. Again, hitting the barrier because I have trouble fighting that inside line. Something I really need to work on. So as you can see, Kart 77 is doing a great job, and like no complaints on him at this point. Definitely driving great. But this is the point where things just start to not go right. I get the overtake on him on the outside. Not really an overtake, just coming in. I go for the corner and he just pushes me into the barrier. So there's nothing I can do. A little frustrated, but just I'm going to keep going. I kind of looked at the marshal to see if he saw. He didn't really see anything, so I just try to ignore. I get the inside. Again, he does the same thing. And then again, he does the same thing on that corner. And I'm talking like pushing me into the corner. Not just trying to get past me or not seeing me, but he sees me and he doesn't want me to get by, so he's trying to get into the lane first by pushing me out of the way. And then there, huge bang in the back. I think that's just a racing incident because the car in front braked hard, but it is what it is. But like again here, like this person gets blue flag, they stop hard, and I brake into them, so it is what it is. Kart 77 gets in front of them. I just don't want any issues, so you know I'm just trying to race fine, not give any issues. Trying to get around this kart so I can just get back in the fight with 77, but let everything go by. This guy comes sliding in, able to get the switch back on him. Hit the boost. Unfortunately, I can't get anything done because she comes in sliding, so I try to get the inside. She pushes in too, so elbows are coming out, like I said. So I push for that inside. I'm there, so I'm fighting for her. You can see my hand coming up top. I'm ready to fight for this. But again, it's all just good racing. I don't think anything too crazy is going on here. I'm more of a clean racer. I like no touching. So if you see my racing, I try to give everyone space. If I do, it's me hitting into a barrier because I don't want to touch anyone. Seeing the driver physically pushing me into the barrier and not letting my car go through when I have the inside line, you know, if I'm in there, you can't just push me out of the way. You have to yield to the position. So I just think it was a little bit unfair. Me and him were having a great drive up until that point, until the end, and yeah, so. Anyway, how do we do? Well, not great. We got 6th place, which really isn't that good. But again, 59.867, it's not too bad, and the person ahead only got a 58.513 in first, so they're only about a second, a little bit off, so we're not too far off, and we already know what mistakes happen. Things were a little rough out there. But in the end, it was a really good race, and especially in the beginning, it was giving a lot of race experience and a lot of overtake experience. So, again, nothing I can really complain about. A little bit rough, little elbows were coming out, but I like that. It's racing every now and then. But, you know, I don't want anything that's going to get us penalties. If that's going too far, I just want good, clean racing, and that's all I can really ask for. Well, that's it. That's Supercharged. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to be making more videos here, and I'm definitely going to be looking at more places around the area that I can go. Faster karts, more competition. Stay tuned, guys. I really appreciate you watching the whole video. If you made it here, if you did, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know you're watching, let me know what you want to see. Again, this is PJs from PJsGoesRacing. Thank you guys again. See ya.